Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So for today's video, I'm gonna take you around and show you how I take and edit my Instagram photos. Today I'm feeling very inspired and I've basically planned a day for me and Cassie to go and take some Instagram photos. She's back home at the moment, so she's gonna help me take some photos today. I'm just feeling very inspired and I have lots of ideas, so I thought I'd show you like the locations, how I find my inspiration, how I like to take my Instagram photos, how I love to edit them. And yeah, obviously step one is to get ready and get glammed up. So this is how I've done my hair and my makeup for today. Very simple because I'm going to be mainly taking kind of like outfit photos, not really like makeup photos. So yeah, this is just what I look like as of right now. I've just chucked on some casual clothes and I've got all of my outfits planned and laid out behind me. So as I go through the steps, I'll be showing you kind of how I do everything, and you'll get to see kind of like a behind the scenes of how I take all my Instagram content and how I think of the ideas. I just think this video is a really good idea because I know I love watching these and I get so much inspiration from these kinds of videos, and you pick up a lot more knowledge and just to see what other people do and the way they like to take photos and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought it'd be a fun video to film. I've been wanting to film it for a while. So the sun is out, which is lovely, means it's gonna be good lighting today. I know it just looks like a pile of clothing, but I've got all the clothing that I want to shoot in today. Got 4 different outfits, so that'll be fun, and I've got lots of inspo on my phone as well. Yeah, so I guess let's just go and I'll take you along with me. So this is location number 1. I don't know why, but I just found a girl on Instagram who took a photo like this and I just thought of this place. So we're gonna try and get some photos in here now and see if it works. Oh, this is kind of a vibe. Okay, so I'm gonna vlog off of my camera, but I like to take my photos just literally with my iPhone. I only occasionally, like very rarely, take photos on my camera just because it's easier to edit them after they've been taken and I can quickly look through them. So I always have someone take photos for me. Easier for me to look back on a phone and kind of like tell the person to either adjust the angles or just see if I'm actually vibing the photos. So we're gonna just start taking some now and playing around with some angles and like the lighting and stuff. Oh, I kind of like it from this way.
I was gonna say, I think this so what do you, for this one, what do you want? Do you want like toe, probably nice outfit, or do you want up? Yeah. I don't know how to work with this pole. I'm not sure.
I can always whiten it as well.
So like the pole's kind of all through there.
I feel like we would have got one in there, like, surely. So from here, after we take like 100 photos, I go through all of the ones that I feel like I like and I'll favorite them and go back and look at them later. If I feel like I've got enough photos, then we move on to the next place. If I feel like I don't, however, we change the angles up, we move around a bit, move lighting, adjust whatever I want to adjust, my hair, whatever it may be, and then yeah, but I feel like we definitely got some in here, like, but oh, that's so cute. Just by looking at some of them, I'm like, yeah, okay, can make that work. Okay, yeah, we definitely got some. Cool. Okay, next location. Let's go. This is gonna be my next place. It's just a pink wall. I'm gonna wear a blazer dress and some heels. I literally was just driving up to the top of the rooftop and found it. So yeah, I'm hoping with a little bit of flash and a little bit of color tone and some Lightroom, it's gonna be a vibe. So I'm just gonna get changed and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, so I've just changed into my outfit. I'm gonna try and get some photos. That's cool. Okay. Hopefully. This is the next location. I had like an idea, like I like this ramp kind of vibe. It's quite cool, so I kind of want to get one here. So that's where we're shooting the next outfit. I'm literally just wearing joggers from Boohoo. So that is what I'm going to be shooting in. Lighting's quite nice from here, so actually it's coming from this way. I'll figure it out. Hello everyone, so it is a couple days later and I'm about to post my next Instagram photo. So I actually did end up posting one of the ones that I took from a little photo day the day of. So I'm basically going to show you the process. I'm going to show you how I edit my photos, what filters I like to use, what apps I like to use, and yeah, right through to the posting stage of the photos. Firstly, I feel like I need to talk about this part first. So basically I like to have my Instagram a certain way, and I'm not saying that this kind of thing is for everyone. So I will give you a list of people who I love to follow for inspiration. I follow different people for different things. I follow some people for makeup, I follow some for fashion, I follow some for just general love the person themselves, but I do follow a lot of Instagram influencers, and I personally just love that sort of vibe with my Instagram too. It's definitely a huge passion of mine, and I feel like sometimes people take my Instagram photos in a completely different way and think that they represent who I am, and like, yes, it's a form of who I am because I love taking the photos, but it doesn't always showcase my personality to a true extent. I just have had these few comments lately, and I can completely see where you're coming from, but it's a way of marketing yourself sometimes, especially in the kind of industry that I want to go into in the future, and I just don't want people to take it personally and think that like I full on personality, you know, I'm not always so sassy. For some people I completely understand that some just look at Instagram photos, and especially with today's like society, they find it really hard not to, you know, make judgments or are very critical about themselves and comparing themselves to what others look like online. But for me personally, I feel like I've done really good at breaking through that, and I'm just so like, I just admire the talent and the skill behind taking photos, and like the whole model-esque vibe behind it. Like, I just love it. So that's how I look at it. I just admire, and I think good on you, how amazing, what a good photo, you go girl. Like, that's all I think. I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, before we go any further. Now, saving people's photos is going to be your best friend. Now, I know it seems a bit weird, like some people might find that weird, but no, like I always save people's photos, and it's if I love the pose they're doing, the outfit they're wearing, the makeup they have, the hairstyle they have, anything like that, I will save it for later so I can go back through and I have heaps and heaps of inspiration. Especially over lockdown, I needed a bit more motivation and inspiration to get photos inside the house, and I think saving people's photos really helped me with that, because obviously everyone was in the house, so I just got inspo from them. So after that, I'll get a couple ideas and then think of places that I can go to get photos, and I will take someone with me, or I will use self-timer, because self-timer is your best friend sometimes, especially during lockdown. It was my best friend. There are so many accounts that I'm absolutely in love with at the moment. So I'd have to say Madison Sarah is definitely right up there. I absolutely love her. Molly May, her Instagram, it's spot on. Shani Grimmond, I'm also obsessed with Madison Woolley. Isabella Clark, also obsessed with her. Oh my god, I love her. I don't know how to say her last name. Polly Marchant? Obviously Kylie Jenner. I don't even really need to show you her Instagram, but hello, this photo she posted the other day. Wow. I'm trying to think of other people. I follow a lot of Australian Instagrammers. Jess Hunt. Okay, Lexi Murray as well. Really enjoying her Instagram. She posted this photo the other day. It was so bomb. I get lots of inspiration from her too. I really love the photos she takes for her Instagram. Oh, how could I forget? Tasha Whitmore, unreal. Talia Scaines, is that how you say it? Samantha Rayner. Oh my god. She's just like queen of Instagram. After all that talking, let's get on to editing my most recent photos. So the apps that I like to use personally for Instagram, I've got like an entire little folder for it, but the three main ones that I use is Facetune, Colortone, and Lightroom. Now, I don't care what anyone says about me using Facetune. I honestly don't use it to morph my body or my face or anything like that. I personally just use it to enhance colors, makeup, and literally like brightness of things, and obviously occasionally smooth my skin if I'm having really bad acne at the time. So I love favoriting the photos and then obviously taking a look at them, making sure that they're the right ones that I've picked, and then going from there. So I'm gonna go into my favorites, and then I have all my favorites here from the other day, as you can see. Instantly I was drawn to this photo. Personally, my face just looks really good in it, but everything else looks kind of I don't know, but I think I'll still post it regardless. I can make it still look good, I think. I hope. First things first, when it comes to Facetune, I really won't do much to this photo. I'm literally just going to zoom up on my face a little bit, and all I'm going to do is take the details tool and honestly tap over my eyes a little bit. I just feel like sometimes with photos like this, if you're a little bit further away, your facial features and your makeup and stuff can get a little bit lost in the photo, so that is why I personally like to just kind of tap over my facial features a little bit and make sure that the makeup's nice and enhanced, make sure my eyes look nice and bold in the photo. And sometimes I'll tap over my makeup just a little bit in a photo like this, just so like my blush stands out, my contour stands out, or just whatever. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to zoom out and just make sure it doesn't look too intense. I will always go back and forth with the before and after tool and just have a look. If I have other things I want to stand out, I'll go back with the details tool. For example, I love brightening like my rings and stuff just for my jewelry to stand out a little bit more, and I'll go over my hair as well because it's going to get lost a bit in amongst all of this. I might also go over my feet. That sounds real stupid, but my boots are getting lost a little bit in all of the darkness. I'm also then going to take, because you can see my bra a little bit in the middle, I'm going to take the patch tool and I'm going to tap over that part and see if I can get rid of it. I don't know that I will be able to without it being far too obvious. The best advice I can give to you when it comes to taking Instagram photos is just play around with everything. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. That's a bit hit and miss. Like, cool, so no one's really gonna be looking at my boob in that area. I hope not anyway. So that is that part done. Honestly, I don't really do much from here apart from I feel like I want to go in with a little bit of the whitening tool and tap over these kind of areas. I love tapping over my nose, bridge of my nose, the inner corners, and then the whites of my eyes. Cool, so then from here I'm gonna just export that and save it into my camera roll. And then I'm going to go into color tune. Now usually if I'm using color tune, I'll literally only use 2 of the different filters, and I don't always use them. It just depends if I like it on the photo or not. So like edit, and then I'll go into Maldives, however you say it. It's often something that I do use and I really love it, but it just depends on the photo. Like with this, I would never use it at full brightness. I would consider probably using it a little bit further down, but it does wash my face out a bit, so maybe not. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see what this other one looks like, and I kind of like the other one too, but once again my face looks quite washed out. So apparently I'm not going to use either of these today. I'm just going to go straight into Lightroom for this. Just play around with it and see what you like, but I just wanted to show you that's definitely one app that I would use. But Lightroom is my absolute best friend. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's amazing. So first things first, I'll usually click auto to see what it wants to generate for me, just in case I like it. And I don't mind it, but I don't love it. So from there, I'm either going to go back, or I quite like what it's done, but there's definitely things I want to change about it. So I am going to keep it at auto, but I'm then going to go in with the light and I'm going to just see what else I can do with this. So I'm literally just going to play around with everything. I think I'm going to make, oh, I like it being a little bit brighter, but not to the point where it's going to completely wash me out. Okay, I've just made the blacks a little bit lighter, just because that way you can see that I'm actually wearing like a blazer dress, and I quite like that because you can focus more on the heels and everything like that as well. Then I will go into colour, and I like to sometimes play around with the warmth of it, and usually I'll put it at about -2 or 3 depending, just because I like to give that brighter kind of effect you can kind of see already. And then from there I always like to put a little bit of saturation on my photos, so that's going to sit at about 8, and vibrance is quite nice as well. And I'll just click back and forth and see how I'm liking the photo. And then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into the little mix thing because I'm going to change the colour of the pink wall around a little bit to make it a little less vibrant. You can change the colour of this pink. Obviously the wall this way is a little bit more purple, this way is a little bit more pink. I enjoy it being quite pink, so I'm going to kind of drag it to about 15. Then the saturation of it, I might drag the saturation of it down a little bit because it is bright as can be. So I might drag it down to about 14. And then the luminance determine how dark and light it is as well. So I'm going to drag it a little bit lighter. So at the moment I'm really loving the look of that. Now I am wearing fake tan in this, but I do like to play around with my skin tone a little bit sometimes just because it might be patchy where tan is and stuff like that. And a lot of the time I do take my photos with flash, so it does give off quite a bright flash around my face and stuff. So I do like to kind of just play around with this a little bit. So usually I will go hue like about 5, it just depends. And then from there I might reduce the saturation a little bit just so my face isn't so like there's like a big flash in the middle. And then the luminance just kind of depends as well. That's just going to help the tan on my face just look so much better. I'll just go before and after and you can kind of see the difference. I just feel like Lightroom makes such a huge difference in this aspect. Like, I love it so much. Now I'm pretty happy with how everything's looking at the moment. I like to just go back and forth and really stare at the photo, make sure I'm happy. Then from here I love to take the detail tool to about 40. It might not seem like it makes a difference, but truly it does. It makes such a big difference. I find that it just makes the photo look like it's been taken with like more of a professional camera. So as you can see, before, after. So then what I'm going to do is go into my Instagram and I'm going to upload this photo because I feel like this photo isn't completely centered, like it's a bit off on the grid if you can tell. And I'm going to go into edit and I'm going to go into the adjust. And I love using this tool. Molly May taught me how to use this tool. So then I'm going to adjust the photo so it's mid, like very square in the grid. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to click back and then I'm going to go save draft, so it's just going to sit there and I can ponder on it a bit more. That's pretty much how I would edit any of my Instagram photos. I'm literally just going to edit another one and keep it sitting there so I can post it whenever I want. So yeah, that's pretty much that. That is how I take and edit my Instagram photos and some little tips and tricks along the way for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or subscribe to my channel down below. If you have any more questions that I forgot to talk about or answer for you guys when it comes to Instagram photos, please leave them down below and I will reply to you guys. And also, of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's just @goodfallon. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up or subscribe to my channel down below, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!